morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to some more Far Cry 5. Hopefully going to be the last of it. I don't know, to be 100% honest with you guys. If it will be or not, but would be pretty cool. Would be pretty cool if it is. So we're just going to jump into this, play some Far Cry 5 and move on with our life. Yeah, baby. Oh, love it. People just run out in front of me. Why don't you? Got a John Wick car. I'm not afraid of you guys. All right. They did. What are you gonna do about it?
Okay, I think I figured it out. Looks like they keep their prisoners all the way at the bottom of that bunker. If you're gonna rescue Pratt, you'll need to start at the control room. The whole place is probably on lockdown by now, but if you head there, you should be able to undo that with Jacob's key. Good luck.
Wish I had my bear with me. You know what? Yeah, I do.
You think you can get away with this? Killing Jacob?
Lockdown initiated. Pressure door sealed.
Yeah, peekaboo.
Lockdown initiated. Pressure door sealed.
Weird.
Pressure doors unlocked.
ever be.
Father, save us. Look at all these dead bodies.
Just reload real quick.
Run while you can, little man. Motherfucker!
Please. I'm sorry. Rock, please.
Uh-huh.
Are you real?
Super real.
Don't leave me here. Please don't kill me. Please. I'm sorry. He said I was weak. Please. That I deserved it. I'm so sorry. Maybe he was right. Maybe. I deserved it. Don't leave me here. Maybe I did. Please don't kill me. Please. I'm sorry. Maybe I did. I did. Maybe I did.
Just so you know, we are standing in water. Like, just to be aware of, like, your surroundings.
They made me strong. And now they are weak.
Let's do it, boy. Let's get at them.
The weak must be cold.
I like this man. He's a man of my own actions.
No place is safe, but the wolf den gives you a good chance of living. Oh God.
Keep going. You killed Jacob.
Hold on. I'm like, where are we going? How do we get up there?
We gotta keep moving.
Oh. Like I lost my, I lost me way.
Sluice gates number 2, 3, and 5 have been compromised. Containment system failing.
So I don't know what the deal was. I gotta look to see if it still is today. But yesterday, what the deal was with it being really laggy on stream. I did look. At least the whole stream wasn't like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what caused it to be like that.
Each of us found the whitetail in our own ways. But what brought us here was loss. Families. Friends. Eli gave us back a little piece of that. He showed us the only thing we can rely on is each other. He was my friend.
Well, this is sad.
And I'm gonna miss him. It wasn't you, Eli knows that.
Eli thought if we could just hang on, wait it out, Eden's Gate would just go away. But they won't.
Fuck no, they won't.
Cancer doesn't fade. It grows. It spreads. You have to cut it out.
Yeah.
These fucking peggies believe the end of the world is coming. It is for them. Eden's Gate ends today. We won't stop until every last one of those motherfuckers is taken from these trees.
Let's get him.
Another seal has been opened. My family, my brothers, my sisters, they've been taken from me by a snake in the garden.
Oh, he's got the baby snot going.
I thought I knew God's plan. But I was wrong. I was blind. But now I see.
Kind of got my eye thing going where one's more open than the other.
My family from me so that I could have yours. We will welcome them with open arms. Just as we will welcome you. We will be waiting for you. Where it all began.
Well, let's do it.
all this is purgatory. We have to atone for all the shit we've done before we can leave this place. We have to suffer before God will grant us salvation.
Sure.
Listen up, Deputy. I'm thinking we've reached the end of the line. Time to cowboy up and deal with Joseph Seed once and for all. He's waiting for you. At his church.
Yes, please. Where do I go get out of here again?
Never step outside.
Here it is. Do I not have any fast travel unlocked near it? Not really, do I? I guess I can get a helicopter, can't I? Alright, let's go deal with this dude once and for all. I'm seeing like a blue light, bluish purple, like right there. Okay, it's just a busted up bulb. I'll land right here.
And when the Lamb broke the fifth seal, I saw under
I've
the
done
altar
3.
the souls of the martyrs, slain because of the word of God. You made martyrs of my family, and I am prepared to do the same to yours.
Oh, he controlled them all.
But God is watching us, and He will judge us on what we choose in this moment. I told you that we were living in a world on the brink, where every slight, every injustice, where every choice reveals our sins. And where have those sins led us? Where have those sins led you? Your friends have been taken and tortured, and it's your fault. Countless people have been killed, and it is your fault. The world is on fire, and it's your fault.
For sure the world's on fire because of big corporations.
Was it? Was it? When are you gonna realize that every problem cannot be solved with a bullet?
Never. Never. In video game history, I will never learn that lesson. Never in my life. Everything can be solved by a bullet.
I gave you the choice to walk away. You chose not to. In the face of God, I'm making you that offer one last time. You put down your guns. You take your friends. You leave me my flock.
He's calling our bluff here because he thinks.
Go in peace. You're fucking insane.
Is he? We never should have been here in the first place.
You know what to do, Rook.
I'm pressing the fire trigger as much as possible.
Remember. God is watching. Every slight, every injustice,
What happens if you did walk away?
every choice reveals our sin. John was wrong. Your sin is not wrath. So you'd rather watch the world suffer and burn than swallow your pride. And the Lamb broke the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. And the sun became black, and the moon turned to blood. Your friends now see the truth. They welcome Eden's gate into their hearts. They will die for me.
Fucking hell. Thanks, Rook. Let's get this bastard.
Gonna fuck you up.
Together, we are one.
Damn, Rook, you pulled my fat out the fire. Rook, time to get your back.
It will be sweeter now.
That was crazy. I don't think it's over yet. Keep on your toes,
I
Rook.
gave you every chance, and you threw it all away. You brought the world crashing down around us. Don't you see that?
This is kind of an interesting kind of boss fight.
Your pathetic mob cannot stand before the storm. Everything you've done, everything
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting boss fight here.
Let's get those fucks.
That hurts! Oh! I need help, bro! I need help! Oh, fuck!
Take him down, Joe. Take him down hard.
You don't know what you're doing! Only I can save you! You have to believe me!
Nice. Cool. I kind of like how they set that boss fight up. That was kind of cool. How you kind of had like pseudo rescue your friends and stuff.
Forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. And when the Lamb opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven. And the 7 angels before God were given 7 trumpets. And there were noises, thunderings, lightnings, and an earthquake.
Joseph Seed, you're under arrest.
And I heard a great voice from the temple say to the angels, "Go your ways, and pour from the vials the wrath of God upon the earth."
What?
It is finished, child. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sing great. He was right.
Jesus fucking Christ, kid. You see this shit? Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, get to the goddamn bunker now! That's right.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
You're gonna die. You're going the wrong way, my friend. You might want to turn back around here. Does this lead right into New Dawn?
He was right. He was fucking right.
Oof.
We're gonna burn to death for our sins. We're gonna burn in hell for everything we've done. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death.
Aw, that's sad. Oop, dropping.
We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it.
Look out! Train!
Oof. Oh, the sheriff. Oh, really? Let me guess, Dutch is a part of it.
Attention. Attention. This is the emergency broadcast system. Take shelter immediately. Take shelter immediately. This is not a drill.
He is, ain't he?
Repeat. This is not a drill.
Oh no, Dutch is dead or knocked out.
You know what this means? It means the politicians have been silenced. It means the corporations have been erased. It means the world has been cleansed by God's righteous fire.
You mean this just tiny little area of the world? You didn't nuke the entire world, right?
But most of all, it means I was right. The collapse is
Yeah, but you
gone.
started it.
The world as we know it is over.
So I realized when I went to go stream today, I think I streamed this game yesterday under a Magic the Gathering category. Oops.
I waited so long for the prophecy that God whispered in my ear to be fulfilled. I prepared my family for this moment. And you took them from me. I should kill you for what you've done. But you're all I have left now. You're my family. And when the world is ready to be born anew, we will step into the light. I am your father. And you are my child. And together we will march to Eden's gate.
This is what happens when you try to arrest him. Why didn't you just kill him? Killed the other ones. We didn't arrest them. Oh. That's where it ends? Alright, that might be copyrighted, I don't know. I gotta look up to see what happens if you just walk away.
Let's go.
Oh, I guess you can hear it. Oh, you like start to fade out. Anyway, that was Far Cry 5. I imagine there's something afterwards, right? I liked it. I liked it overall. My my issues with it, I mean, it's not a perfect game like Primal was in my opinion. I guess we'll talk about the things I didn't like. One, I didn't like the whole idea of you just going about playing the game and they interrupt the gameplay to do the story bits. I kind of wish you could trigger them instead of them being forced upon you. Not that big of a deal, but it is something that I found to be disruptive. And then also, like, I really enjoyed the story, but there's a lot of... I didn't like some of the more supernaturalist. I get Bliss, but I didn't like how it turned them into basically zombies. That was kind of annoying. I didn't like the whole judge thing. Ow. The driving in this game's pretty bad. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not very good either. But I did enjoy it. I did think it was good. I like the idea of the cult kind of taking over this area and, you know, you have to fight to liberate it. It was pretty cool. The villains, I really like how they were written, and they were kind of larger in life villains, and I think if you're gonna run a cult, you have to be like that. But yeah, I mean, the shooting, the gameplay itself is wicked fun. Primal, I mean, it feels and plays kind of like Primal does, except for you have automatic weapons now instead of just bow and arrows and spears. So like that's pretty cool. Yeah, hair in my mouth. Yeah, I liked it overall. It's long. We got to be at the 19-20 hour mark with this one. And I did do a lot of side stuff. I pretty much almost cleared the first section. But it's a long, chunky game. As for like going back and like possibly going through and is this copyrighted? Yeah, probably. Instead of going back through and like, oops, sorry, trying to finish out the game like 100%. I don't know if I'm going to or not, like I did with Primal. My thing is, for one, to get the platinum, you have to do a lot of the stuff in the arcade, and I don't know if I really care that much to check that out. I wouldn't mind doing some of the stuff, if we can, if there's stuff you can do in the after game, like go back to your side missions, story missions, stuff like that, clear them out, get the collectibles, stuff like that. I would be opt to doing that. I just don't know if I'm going to or not. Probably not here recently. I mean, coming up, I'm probably going to take a break from this game. If I ever do come back to it, I'll come back to it later down the road. But as for right now, I don't have any intentions to play this next week. Again, we gotta see what it's like after the credits roll. But you guys voted for it on YouTube, so that was Far Cry 5. I think I'm gonna take a break for a little bit on the voting aspect of what game to play, because I actually have a couple games I really want to play and play through, so I'm going to do that. And then when I kind of get through those games, I'll open the polls back up to pick what I'm gonna be playing through. Yeah, I liked it. I do have New Dawn, which is the post-apocalypse one, that I'm planning on checking out at some point. I believe that game is significantly shorter. How long to beat? HowLongToBeat.com is a really cool website for me because you can get on it. My only thing is it's not a secured website, which really upsets me. I don't know why it's not. Yeah, I don't know why. But so yeah, Far Cry 5's, if you don't know How Long to Beat is, it's a website that is just about video games, and it's a polling site about how long it took people to beat the game, how long it took people to beat the game plus doing side stuff, and how long it took to complete the game. And then they gather these polls and then put them together. It's a really cool website, and especially for someone like me who does like playthrough games and stuff like that on stream and on camera and stuff. It's nice to get a sense of how long a game could take, and it could also influence of like, well, if I want a shorter experience, you know what I mean? So I typically have a decent idea of how long game's going to be. But Far Cry 5 is ranked in at 18 hours averaged. Far Cry Primal 14.5, 36 hours for completionists, which I did complete the game. And Far Cry New Dawn is 11 hours, completionist 27, so much shorter of an experience. And I will be doing Far Cry New Dawn at some point in time. Probably going to take a break from open worldy big long games. I did too pick up We Happy Few on Steam for $5. But it is a 21-hour game. 22 hours and 7 minutes is what it's pulled at for PC. That is super long, so not playing that for a minute. Yeah, I mean, you can get on here, like on the front page, it's got Metroid Dread, 8.5 hours, Hades, 21, The Witcher 3, 51 hours long. Hollow Knight 26, Portal 8.5. You know, so it just gives you a good idea of what, you know, kind of you're to expect when you jump into these games. Undertale 6.5, which I think we were about that, and it is pretty close. Varying playstyles like God of War. Let me see where that is. So God of War is ranked at 21 hours, and I think we beat it around the 12-hour mark. So I think it depends also on playstyles and difficulty. Which I play games on easy. It for me is just more relaxing, and that's the way I like to play through games. So, but yeah, so that I think we're out of the copyright music. That's it's been for Far Cry 5. I think I would give this a 7 out of 10. I did really enjoy it. There are some aspects I didn't like, but it's not the 10 out of 10 I'd give Primal. But the thing with Far Cry, the Far Cry series is, let me look up real quick the Far Cry series. I'm not the biggest open world fan. So to draw me into a game like this, there really has to be something about it that really piques my interest, which is why I tried Far Cry Primal, because it's a caveman story, which is incredibly fascinating to me. And I loved it. It was an amazing game. I really, really loved that game. Far Cry 5 is leading around the cult, which I wasn't that interested in. Like, I thought, oh, that's a cool story premise, but like, you know, I don't really care about having the modern guns and stuff. And after playing it, I did really enjoy it. But again, the story was interesting. New Dawn falls into the post-apocalypse category, which is something I enjoy. I don't know how much I'm going to like New Dawn, but it does fall into that post-apocalypse story, which is something I do enjoy. So I was like, all right. And I think New Dawn and 5 were both either $15 or $20 at Walmart, because I actually re-bought Primal for $15. I know it was $14.96 at Walmart. I actually wouldn't mind replaying Primal at some point, but not for right now. Like Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon seems cool, which I don't know if you can buy that on its own. I'd have to look. But like Far Cry 3 I'm not interested in. Far Cry 4 I'm not interested in. Far Cry 6 I'm not interested in. It's because I'm not interested in the story premises they have. I've heard good things about them, and if you like them, cool. But I'm not that interested in it. I did play the original Far Cry on the Xbox, the original Xbox. I remember renting it. Yeah, so definitely really enjoyed this. But like when it comes to the Far Cry series, there has to be, for me, there has to be something more there to really draw me in, because these big open world games, I typically am not a huge fan of, because also I didn't know we could speed this up, because I'm not too crazy. Ooh, I didn't want to go that fast. I'm not too crazy on the like just how fast can you go with this? As fast as you can go. So I'm not too crazy on the. We'll do this so people can see names. I'm not too crazy on these big, hefty games. Like, for me, I like shorter, funner, like shorter experiences with games. To me, the sweet spot for a game's runtime is between like 5 to 9 hours, which I know I'm in the minority of saying that. I'm completely aware of that. I know a lot of people like the big, girthy games. For me, I prefer the kind of shorter, quick experiences. It's just me though. That's what I like out of games. That's why I typically play a lot of, you know, I say that, but like the Mario games are typically like what, 12 to 15 hours. But that's the kind of thing. Like, I guess the games I like, if I want to put a ton of time into them, is I like the open world collectathon-y kind of games, not necessarily the open world like quest-driven games. So like Odyssey. Love that game. I'm already over 20 hours into it, and I can see myself easily putting another 20 into it, you know, finishing out the game, because those are the games I really love. Games like this, like I hit around that 15-hour mark, and I'm like, all right, let's. And you've probably seen it last stream and this stream where I'm just like, I'm kind of getting ready to see the end of this. I'm kind of, toward the end of it. So I do like these shorter experiences in games personally. And I'm not saying a long game is bad, because there's been plenty of longer games I've played that I really enjoyed. Odin Spear was really sweet. It was a long game. Far Cry Primal is probably my favorite game of the PS4 generation. At least it has been so far. It was a chunky game. Even if I didn't 100% like I did, it's still a chunky game. So yeah, there's a good amount of good games that are really long games. But for me, I like that 5 to like 9 hour. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna mute that just because. But yeah, I like these shorter experiences. These 5 to 9 hour games. To me, that's just like, that's the right on the money. That's the sweet spot of games for me. But yeah, Far Cry 5 was cool. I enjoyed it. Like I said, no interest in 6 whatsoever. So you'll never see me play 6 more than likely. I was just thinking in my head, it's like they released a Smurf game on Steam that's a collect-a-thon-y kind of game. And I recently just bought the Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Scrat's Nutty Adventure on the Switch. And those games, I'm like, I'm more interested in these than I am Far Cry 6. I watched some gameplay of Far Cry 6, and like I said, when you have these big, long games, you really got to draw me into the story. Or at least, I guess, the setting. Because the story could be great, but if I'm not interested in the areas we're exploring and playing in, then I'm not going to play it. You know what I mean? I'm just not that interested in it. I personally like a little bit more of the fantastical when it comes to video games. So obviously this one is kind of like a soft fantasy, because it's not realistic that a cult's going to take over like they did in their area. It's just not. The closest we've seen to it in real life is like Waco and Jonestown, and that never ended well. Not saying this ended well, but I'm just saying, like, it just seems like that wouldn't actually happen. But yeah, when they're a little bit more grounded in realism and they're these big open world games, that's why I didn't really ever go back to Grand Theft Auto. I just don't care. I don't care about the environments and stuff you're in. Not saying that I'm against playing some of the Grand Theft Autos I grew up playing. If I ever get my hands on them, I'm just not interested in playing some of the new ones. And that goes wide for several games. Red Dead Redemption 2, I've played quite a bit of it. I'd like to get back into it. But I enjoyed it because of the Western theme. And honestly, if I went to play Red Dead Redemption, I would just restart, I think, from the beginning. It's been so long since last time I played it. But again, that's a game that's like, what, 40, 50 hours long? It's really hard to be like, yeah, I'm going to sink. When you play through a whole game's worth of game and you're like a quarter of the way through it, it's really like daunting to be like, yeah, I'm going to sit down and play through these. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a handful of stuff I want to play through. I got some stuff that I want to check out and play through before I open the polls back up. So hope you guys will enjoy the stuff. I've actually thought about playing some more Magic, because it seems like you guys like Magic and I also like Magic. The Magic stuff on my channel is doing much better than anything I'm uploading. I mean, granted, I'm uploading. Not granite. This ain't a countertop. I'm uploading a lot of stuff that that's old. You know what I mean? like Little Nightmares is being uploaded right now, which I honestly thought that would get a little bit more views than it has been. But like, yeah, when it comes to like the new views, like I'm sad the Super Mario Maker stuff I'm doing isn't getting anything because I really love that game. But the Magic stuff seems to be doing pretty well, and I do love Magic the Gathering like a bunch. Yeah, so I'm just gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. But for right now, I like the Tuesday, Fridays for Magic, and then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday for whatever. This coming Monday, I'm doing something different from Super Mario Odyssey, but when we 100% Super Mario Odyssey, that's when I might change some things around. I've actually thought about going to. I'm actually thought about going to do Super Mario Odyssey on Wednesdays and Thursdays too, just to get through it. And I haven't decided yet. I'm torn on whether or not that's what I want to do. Just because we're like pretty far away from 100%ing, and if I just do it on Mondays, it's going to take forever. And I legitimately enjoy the game, so I kind of just want to play it and get it done, and then we can, move on to something else. At least that's my thought process, you know what I mean? Night of the Animated Dead? Ooh, what is? Go to Amazon. Not Amazon. IMDb. Long credits. Oh, it is not highly rated. It's rated a 4.1. I think I'll just pass. It's on sale for $10 though, if anyone's interested. But yeah, that's my game plan. I got a lot of stuff I've gotten on Steam. Let me pull up Steam real quick. I'm not gonna pull it up on stream, but I'm gonna pull it up onto the side over here. I still got that music muted, yeah. So on Steam, I have Aliens v Predator. I want to try out Among Us that I've still never have played. Then you try that out at some point. Beyond Good and Evil, Bionic Commando Rearmed, Bully, Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, Candle, Celeste, Dark Void, Dropsy, which seems cool. DuckTales Remastered, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West, Fall Guys. I would like to play some more Fall Guys at some point. Front Mission Evolved, Garfield Kart, Furious Racing at some point. I got to check that out. The Halo Master Chief Collection, Hotline Miami 1 and 2, which I really want to get Hotline Miami for the Switch. The Switch version. I might grab it for the Switch too. Jet Set Radio, Lisa, Lost Planet 1 through 3, Lumo, Nexamon, Nights into Dreams, Psychonauts, Sega Mega Drive, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Sonic and Sega All-Star Racers, Sonic CD, Sonic Generations, Sonic Lost World, Sonic Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 and 2, Star Wars Dark Forces, Republic Commando, Shadow of the Empire, Sunset Overdrive, Super Meat Boy, Terraria, Toki, We Happy Few, The Wolf Among Us, Wolfenstein 2. Those are all the games. And I have Wolfenstein Youngblood from the Epic Store because it came with a free download code with my graphics card, I think. It and Control did. And then I also have access to my wife's catalog of stuff. So yeah, I got quite a bit of stuff to check out for streaming, YouTube, whatnot. And honestly, that's what I want to do. I just want to go through like these games I've gotten over time and play them. Also, Pokemon, the new Pokemon comes out, the Pearl and Diamond, and I really want to play the Pearl. So probably going to get that. If not at launch, sometime around launch, because I think that looks really good. For video games, on my video game wish list, yeah, Shining Pearl comes out November 19th. Really want that. I really want Mario Party Superstars, and I want the Mario Party that's already out. I want both of them. The Cruel King and the Great Hero looks good for the Switch. Alala's Collection for the Switch looks cool. Shadowverse Champions Battle looks fun. You got the Ninja Gaiden Collection on the Switch. Oh, that's an import. I didn't know that. Or the Ori Collection, I would like to grab at some point. Shaun the Sheep looks fun. New Kirby and the old Kirby. Pokemon Legends Arceus, probably going to get that when it comes out. I really want Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I really want WarioWare Get It Together. Super Bomberman R looks fun. The Great Ace Attorney looks cool. Pikmin 3 I still want to check out. Neo The World Ends With You looks interesting. They're releasing Tai 1 and 2 on physical, so I'm going to grab that at some point, even though I own them both on digital. I'm hoping 3 comes out on digital, but I don't feel like it's going to happen if they're already releasing 1 and 2 on physical. No More Heroes 1 through 3. I want to get New Super Mario Bros. U, Miitopia, Root Film, Overcooked All You Can Eat, because I have Overcooked 1 and 2. Balan Wonderworld, just still something I want to check out. The Kingdom Hearts series, I have all of them except for Hearts Melody of Memory. I want to get the Disney Aladdin and the Lion King set, which I believe they released one that has with Jungle Book. So I'll have to look that up. That'd be a cool one to get. Ni no Kuni 1 I have on Switch. I would like to try out 2 at some point as well if I like 1. Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2. I did like Kart Racers 1, so I wouldn't mind getting the second one. Crash 4, the Spider-Man game. Dishonored Death of the Outsider, because I also have Dishonored 2 on a playthrough. I got stuff on the Wii I want to play through. Uncharted The Lost Legacy and Uncharted 4. I'll probably play 1 through 3 if I'm going to do that. The Unravel series, Dragon's Crown, Okami HD, Team Sonic Racing, Yooka-Laylee, Minecraft Dungeons, Simmering Kagura Peach Ball, which I don't know if I'd do that on stream. Splatoon 2, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokken Tournament, ARMS, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, all the Donkey Kong Country games because they're on the Switch. Super Mario Party, yeah, that's already said that. Paper Mario, the Origami King would be sweet. Bayonetta 1 and 2, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I mean, so and I have like so many games I've gotten on physical for like PS4, Switch, PS3, that I would really love to do on stream. Even like PS2, you know what I mean? There's some stuff on PS2 I wouldn't mind doing. So there's so much that I would love to go through and play for you guys. And so I don't know, I just want to, man. I wish I could do this full time for a living because for one, I'd be really, really fucking happy. But for two is I just want to create all this content. I just don't have the time to do it. Like, you know what I mean? I just wish I had the time to make all the content that I want to make. But I just don't, unfortunately. I just don't. Because I got a lot of ideas in my head for the movie channel that I want to do. I've got a bajillion movies and videos I want to talk about. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. It's just all a matter of time. And unfortunately, I don't have all the time in the world. I really wish I did, though. Oh, I was looking at this movie called Val. Looks kind of interesting. I'll add it to my DVD list. If you give me a website where I can create lists, I will go crazy. My IMDb is full of lists. My Amazon is full of lists. There's something relaxing and fun about creating lists and stuff. But when it comes to video games, I mean, there's even more stuff that I want to check out. There's just so much stuff that's out there that looks really cool, and none of it's new. So like, I don't know how good it would actually help me in the sense of standing out. Probably not very well. But there's just so much stuff out that looks really cool, and that's why I kind of frequent my local GameStop, because my local GameStop's a big one. Like, which is funny because like we don't have a Best Buy or anything like that, but we have one of the larger standalone GameStops. Like, it's not attached to anything; it's its own thing. And it's big. It's a big store. I hope it never goes under because I genuinely love that GameStop. I'm not crazy on GameStop as a store in terms of policy, but that GameStop has always treated me really well. The people there has always been friendly. They've always been able to work with you. Just recently, I went in to go get some games. I went in to go get Untitled Goose Game. That's what I went in for. I went in for that, and I saw they had Wolverine Origins sitting on the shelf for PS3, and I was like, "Oh, dude!" And it was only $17.96, which the game goes for quite a bit on eBay. And I was like, complete in box, has the manual. Of course, they don't keep the discs in the case at GameStop, and I was like, I'm gonna grab this. I went to go check out, and he pulled the disc out and looked at it and goes, "Hey man," he goes, "I want you to look at the disc before I sell you this." And the disc was destroyed. Huge gashes in the foil to it. There was chips and cracks around the outside of the disc. And I looked at the dude, I was like, "Oh." I said, "Hey man," I was like, "I don't think this will play." I said, "There's two big cuts in the foil." I said, "There's also a lot of cracking on the outside." I was like, "This might start up." I said, "But I doubt it won't crash. Like, I'm pretty sure it will crash and fail." He's like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I kind of been collecting older games." And I said, "And I've learned that if there's tears in the foil, the game's ruined." He's like, "Oh, thanks, man." He goes, "I'll tell my manager." He goes, "I don't know why someone would take this in then." And I said, "I don't know." I said, I don't think that the game will work." He's like, "Okay, thanks, man." And then I don't know, it's just nice for them to stick the disc in the case, and they were kind of like, "Hey, this doesn't look good. You should probably check this out." Just this, it's nice. You know what I mean? But yeah, that GameStop's always been pro, and it's typically loaded. Like, you can typically find some really cool stuff there, because I live in a college town, and so you get a lot of just random trade-ins. I wish there used to be a used record store. Well, it wasn't used records, but like, it was a record store that took in used stuff, and you used to be able to find all kinds of cool stuff there. I wish it was still in business. Unfortunately, it's not, but you could find all kinds of cool stuff there, even movies. Like, you could even find some really cool movies there. I wish they were still in business so badly. I miss them. But yeah, I want to. There's just so much stuff out that it's sad that there's so much stuff that it's sad that we live in a society, like, not a society, we live in a time where there's so much content that you can't really absorb it all. You can't really even absorb all the stuff you want to watch or play, just because there's so much of it. And I know that's like it's like a weird first world problem, right? But as someone who really relishes in escapism, um, and someone who really loves and who really loves escapism. It kind of sucks when you can't really kind of dive into everything you want to, you know what I mean? This headline, toxic chemicals linked to infertility found in Big Macs and Taco Bell burritos. Okay. Like, you already know the food's bad for you. It's not that surprising, you know what I mean? Oh, this is something that's interesting, not to get like political or talking about anything, but have you guys heard about the Alec Baldwin shooting thing in Rust, where the prop gun actually killed the director of photography? The armorer, the prop master with the guns, actually was working on a Nicolas Cage film not too long ago, and Nick Cage ripped her a new one, shredded her, about firing the weapons without warning anybody. And I guess like the second or third time she did it, she didn't say like a warning or anything. He just turned around and ripped her a new one. It's for a movie called The Old Way, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that one. Make an announcement. You just blew my fucking eardrums out. And then he told the AD she needs to be fired. After the second round, I was pissed off. We were moving too fast. She's a rookie, is what he said. And like, Nick Cage seems like a genuinely cool dude. Like, if you ever hear him talking stuff, so like, obviously, you know, the things that have transpired, is you know, awful and really bad. That should have been a warning call for, that should have been a warning sign for that person to get their act together. And I guess she's had violations and stuff against her. So it's sad that incidents like this happen. I know personally, if I was propping a movie or was using or making a movie using guns, personally, I would go with airsoft. You can get gas propelled airsoft where it has natural flow back. It has gas expersion at the end of it. Personally, that's what I would go for. Obviously, you know, they like the little bit more realistic, but just for the safety of it, that's the way I would go. You can kind of doctor it up in post. And I'm not someone who's for doing, like, I like non-CGI stuff better, but I think just for this is 2 times this has happened. I mean, it's probably happened more than what we hear about, but this is at least 2 times it's made big public, you know, things about it in 30 years, which is probably pretty good. That's pretty safe, right? But it's sad to think about. I mean, it really is. So for me, that's what I would do. I would just use airsoft guns. I mean, and they're probably cheaper too. I mean, you know, I mean, if you go on Evike, gas airsoft pistols, I mean, just like a regular looking Glock is $125. That's it. I mean, you got the orange tips and stuff, but I mean, you can work. Here's a 1911, no orange tip. It's customized, so it's a little crazier on the side, but it's just $235. To me, that's what I would do. I would do something like that. Make me feel a little better about, you know, stuff going on. But I mean, or if you're gonna do it, you know, have the guns, have people away from stuff. Like, if I was gonna have someone shoot toward the camera with a blank, I would make sure I would have some kind of wireless monitor or something, and I'd be like, everybody move. You know what I mean? Everybody out of the way, kind of thing. To me, I feel like there's more safety measures than just a prop master that should have been taken in place. At least that's my opinion. Feel bad for Alec Baldwin. You know what I mean? Like just think about the toll it's taken on him. Makes me wonder too if the movie will ever come out now. Alec Baldwin, Travis Fimmel. Those are the only two actors I recognize. Joel Souza is the director. Also directed Break. Let me guess, these are shorts. No? Hannah's Gold, Ghost Squad, Break Night, and Crown Vic is the other movies he's directed. Not heard of any of these. That's sad. It really is. Let's see what this Nick Cage movie is. Also, I'm sorry if you're bored of the credits. I personally like having the credits roll. So it's called The Old Way. A gunslinger and his daughter must face consequences of the past when the son of a man he murdered years ago arrives to take his revenge. I'm 110% down. Brett Donahue. Brett Donahue. Ooh, he made Acts of Violence with Bruce Willis. That might not be good then. Hard to tell. I'll watch it because of Nick Cage. So I love Nick Cage. Another Nick Cage movie, Western, called Butcher's Crossing. Let me add that to my watch list. Gabe Polsky. Looks like he's only made documentaries before. Interesting. Interesting. Nick Cage is such a fascinating actor. For one, he's an insanely good actor. But for two, he's a fantastic actor. But for two, he also really tries, even in the stuff even if he's in the more garbage stuff. I can't wait for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That one looks awesome. I'm looking through some of the production stills. These are ridiculous. A strap-cash Nicolas Cage, so it's very meta, agrees to make paid appearance at a billionaire superfan's birthday party, but really an informant of the CIA is really an informant for the CIA since a billionaire fan is a drug kingpin and gets cast in a Tarantino movie. I hope they actually get Quentin Tarantino to play Quentin Tarantino. Also a movie called The Retirement Plan coming out. Oh, I can't wait to watch Prisoners of Ghostland and Pig. Prisoner of Ghostland is a 4.2 right now on IMDb. I just don't think Western audiences probably get it. Shion Sono is such an interesting director who makes some really kind of wacky films. Not always, but has made some really wacky films. And so I could probably just see it not landing with Western audiences. I think he's a fantastic director. From the stuff I've seen of his, I would really love to check out more of his stuff. And he's directed a lot. What is it with these Japanese filmmakers and just making a bajillion movies? I'm jealous. I wish I could live that life. Yeah, Shino Sono is a pretty cool director. Cold Fish is probably my favorite movie by him that I've seen so far. Cold Fish was awesome. Very, very, very good crime thriller. Crime drama horror is what it's listed as. I would agree with that. But it's very good. Super recommend Coldfish. Coldfish is really good. Why Don't You Play in Hell was really good. Got a lot of stuff I'd really like to watch too. Tag was pretty decent. I wasn't crazy on Tag. Tokyo Tribe looks sweet. I want to watch that really bad, but I think it's like super expensive. Guilty of Romance, Love Exposure are both movies of his I really want to check out too. Exit Hair Extensions. I didn't know he directed that one. That's always been on my watch list too. Balloon Club. Oh yeah, he has Suicide Club. I think that one looks good. Strange Circus is another one. I actually found Strange Circus in person, and I wanted to buy it really bad, but they wanted $25 just for the DVD. Don't tell me that's out of print. And I passed it up for only $20. Oh, I hate myself. I hate myself so much. $86 for the DVD. Let's look at eBay. Sometimes Amazon prices are stupid. Oh, no, it's expensive on there too. Where was that at? I'm trying to remember which one I saw that one at. I think I remember now. I'm gonna ask my buddy who lives close to that store if he's got time, if it's still there, if he can grab that for me. I feel stupid now. Yeah, it was $20 or 25, and then it's like 86 on eBay. The cheapest I saw on eBay was $50. So I'm like, hey man, if you got some free time and you feel like going over the half price books, can you see if they still have that and grab that for me, please? Dude, the runtime. There's no way this many people worked on this game, right? There's no freaking way. I just want to get through this. Alright, here's the music. Ooh. Smokestack Lightning was in this game? A lot of good music in this game. Bad Moon Rising. Yeah, I remember hearing that one. I don't remember ever hearing Smokestack Lightning, though. Etta Jones. Not Etta James. Ellie King. Ellie King's awesome. You know she's Rob Schneider's daughter. 20th Century Boy, that's a good one. The Mooney Suzuki. I forgot all about that band. The Mooney Suzuki. I had a game on PSP. It was ATV something. They had a song on there. And that was one of the bonus things you could unlock was a music video of that song. Dorothy? Nice. Joe Walsh. OTEP, wow. Sucks that a lot of this you have to mute because there's a lot of good music in this game. If I was just playing this without Barracuda, Hillbilly Hellcats, Ted Nugent Stranglehold, a lot of good music. Adobe Flash, huh? That finally the freaking end of the credits, man. All right, let's see what's going on with this. New Game Plus mode is unlocked. In this mode, you can play the campaign again with the infamous difficulty mode and perk upgrades. Your current perks, perk points, and more will be carried over to New Game Plus. Let's go to continued and see what happens with continued. I like how it's all burnt out. It's all blown out. Oh, that'd be sweet if he'd run over there and it's still there. That is a movie that's been on my watch list for quite a while. Strange Circus by Shino Sono. I was actually thinking about getting it, and I didn't look at the price. I was just like, this movie's around, right? And I just decided not to. The erotic novelist Takiko is writing a morbid story of a family destroyed by incest, murder, and abuse. Her assistant Yuji sets on a mission to uncover the reality of this story, but the reality might be too much to bear. Yeah, he makes some weird stuff. But yeah, that's been on my watch list for a long time. So like, yeah, if he would be so kind as to run over there, I would love him forever. Weird. That's weird. It sent me all the way up here. So yeah, we have access to everything pretty much. It is funny how everything's like blown up back there, right? What perk would we want? We were gonna have a perk, I guess. Maybe that one. Actually, falling damage might be nice. Those credits were stupid long. There's like, what, like 20-minute credits? 30-minute credits, maybe? Anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna bounce. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, if you have watched it, I do appreciate you guys checking it out. Like I said, maybe someday in the future we'll come back and do a good amount of these side missions and stuff, and just do some stuff. I don't know for sure yet if I'm going to. I don't know if I really plan on doing a whole lot outside of this. I don't know if I'll ever return to it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But thank you for watching, for what you have watched. I had a good time with it. And I will see you tomorrow with some magic. If you're watching this on YouTube, who knows what will be uploaded. And then next week, I'm going to try out a different game, or maybe some Super Mario Odyssey. I have not decided yet, but thanks everybody. Peace.